if you managed to click on this video, hi, I'm Nicole, and I was actually thinking about what kind of thingy should I clip my microphone on, which should could represent me. So yeah, this is my little keychain. Basically, it's a leaf, but it represents autumn because I'm an autumn girly. I've always been insecure about making videos and stuff, but I've always loved making content. Throughout the years, I've always made some short films, short videos. I even thought I would go into film school. Apparently I didn't, but therefore I always had this urge to make videos and to show it to the world, and maybe some people can relate to it or even not. Maybe some people have a different perspective on it. And that's what I find interesting about making videos that feel genuine, that feel authentic, because I'm tired of being a perfectionist. I've always been told that I never understood if I really weren't perfectionist or something, but then some tasks, some things, people would remind me, you're too much of a perfectionist. I'm like, damn. Yeah, so I'm trying to I have my iPad here where it's there. I don't know, I made some, okay, it's actually unlocked. It's actually locked, but I did some bullet points on it, but actually I just say what's on my mind, right? So therefore I was okay, I studied something similar, so I just graduated, and therefore I was thinking, okay, what can I do? And then I thought, oh, I had so many passion projects. I had so many side projects, on a little piece of paper. And I've always wanted to pursue it, but I've never had the time. I've never had really the time to do it. But not that I've been lazy or something. There was just so much going on, new friendships, new groups, new hobbies. This idea of making videos always was in the back of my mind. So I was now is the time. Okay, maybe I should apply for jobs. Oops. Yeah, I just really want to see and try what else can there be. And I feel I'm not talking to the camera and just look somewhere else. That's why I need to learn to be more to more engage with the camera, I feel because yeah, I've always basically I just want to build also a little bit of confidence to first talk to the camera and just present myself, because I feel I've always had so much on my mind, and I still have a lot on my mind, and I really just want to be open and talk with people who can maybe relate or also cannot relate, but maybe can gain a more newer perspective on it. I've also maybe want to share how I personally grew up. So I also was thinking, in what kind of language should I make my content, or just talk in front of the camera. Basically, I grew up bilingual, but English is my third language. So therefore I was should I make content in German? Should I make content in Russian? But then I was I really want to improve my English speaking, and I have also a lot of international friends since I went abroad to Singapore, and also I'm just trying to be open for more international people and not only stick to my bubble. But maybe there will be content here and there in Russian and German, because I feel in certain languages there are some expressions or some words that can be more explained in other languages. But yeah, let's see. And I've always, oh, that was a bird. And I've always I make content, right? But I always felt judged. But I did not really feel judged by people I never met. I was whatever, right? But I felt more judged about from friends and acquaintances, or friends from friends. So also this TikTok era, right? I've also participated there. It was a time, and therefore a lot of people in my circle saw my videos, and I would feel judged. Maybe they didn't even said anything about it, but I felt kind of judged. But on the other hand, I want to be seen. So it's kind of a weird contradictory here. And also on the other side, I've seen so many creators now, and I feel most of them are on their peak of content creation, or having the same dreams and thoughts that I might have, but there are like thousands and thousands followers like ahead and already seen the whole world and everything. And so I felt a little bit intimidated by that. Like I also felt I always had like these questions in mind. Am I too late? Am I starting this too late? What if I had started it in 2020 where I initially wanted to start, right? Sorry. But then I was like, we all have our own journey. We all have our path. We all have some when we are gonna start. And right now it just feels right. And this is also that I kind of lived by. So whenever it feels right, you just do it. Like going abroad, it felt right, I went, or something else, right? Whenever it feels right, you have to do it. So yeah, and therefore I think this will be an interesting journey, sharing things from my past, sharing things from my current self, and just see how far this can go. And also I've always wanted to make content because when I was a kid, right, my dream was to be a comedian. Don't ask me about that, right? I'm not funny. Maybe I'm funny in my other language, but like, I don't know, I've always had like the urge to make people like laugh and entertain them, right? And I feel like I think I am funny, but just not in English. So yeah, so also I feel like I'm a deep person, but like my urge to entertain people kind of balances it out. I'm really curious where this journey goes, and see you next time.